Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the Luchs, the tier 4 German light tank that you can pick up if you buy the battle pass. It is a collectible tank. It was once in the tech tree, and it was once one of the most broken tanks in the game. And it is also one of my, shamefully, it's one of my highest played tanks. Now, we're just going to have a look at the stats on the thing. The armor, not really much armor. DPM 1357. The magazine reload is 7.67 seconds, and the time between each shot is 0.14. So it's literally tap 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 tap. Shot per magazine is 2, and shells per shot is 2. So you pretty much have 4 shells per reload. It doesn't have the greatest of AP penetrations at 80. Your APCR is 110. Coming up against tier 5s, you do need to use that APCR quite a lot, and the damage is 45. So you're doing what, 90, 180 per shot roughly. Aim time is actually quite poor at 3.9, and the dispersion is poor. It is an auto loader, as you know. You press it once and it shoots twice. So the dispersion is pretty much all over the place. 0.420. It does have 10 degrees of gun depression as well. Now, as I said, this tank was broken as hell, and it was one of the top seal clubbing tanks back, what, 3 foot, no, even longer, 4-5 years ago now. And as you can see, here we go. I just clicked the tanks and it's up there. It's my third highest played tank after the Death Star and the IS-3 Defender. That's so shameful. I'm so shameful. And if you look at even at the win rate as well, if you go the top win rate, I mean, 1,400 games, I'm at 84%. That's just how broken this tank once was. I wish you guys could, you newer guys could play this tank when it was first released. 1,400 games. I mean, I did that in a couple of months before Wargaming decided to nerf the tank, to completely break the tank to the point where no one plays the tank, and to the point where they can just get rid of it out of the tech tree and just put it as a collectible. It used to have, I can't even remember what it was now. It was 4 or 5 shells. It was crazy. Where now you can see it has 2. It used to have like 5. So it used to shoot sort of 10 at a time. It used to be crazy. Something like that. And I can't even remember. It's been so long I can't even remember. Because it shot so many shells as well. It was great for ammo racking. I mean, the best tank back in the day to ammo rack was a Matilda 4, believe it or not. You go out right to the side of a Matilda 4, shoot right in the middle of the tracks, and you could almost guarantee an ammo rack. So playing these in a platoon back in the day, when we did have +2, -2 matchmaking, but on tier 4 you only ever saw tier 5. It didn't take effect. The +2, -2 didn't take effect until you got up to tier 5. So tier 5 could see tier 7, but tier 4 could only see tier 5. So even against tier 5s, this thing was an absolute beast. And me and my friends back in the day, we used to, Alpha Wolves, when I was in Alpha Wolves, we used to run these just for fun. We didn't even run it for win rate or anything like that. We didn't care about win rate. We didn't care about average damage. We just wanted to play the game for fun. And this was that tank to do that. You could play this tank all day long. And I'm being serious. You didn't want to get off because you were winning so many games. I mean, in a day, me and one of my friends who still plays now Hayabusa X, we used to run this thing and win 30 games back to back. Easy, 30 games back to back. We may then lose one because we may come up against another seal clubbing, a bunch of seal clubbers, and we would lose it. But then that could be because back in the day, the matchmaking, we was tier 4, we could come up against a tier 5 platoon. And if we come up against a tier 5 platoon, either in KV1s or Leopard Leopards, the tier 5 version of this, the tank you used to get from this, because they were OP. They were the only games really you would lose, and it was just so much fun back then. You could run it, a game would be over within 2 minutes. You could just have so many games in such a short time, and a lot of them were wins. And before this tank come out, I was actually 48% win rate, and I managed, just playing this tank alone, I managed to get up to 58%. For 58%, sorry. And I was actually quite sad when they decided to nerf this tank, because I thought, I'm never going to get to 60% now, because this tank is getting nerfed. And when they nerfed it, they nerfed it to what it is now, and it's kind of a meh tank now. It's not, having played it for so many battles when it was so broken, playing it now is just like And I am actually in the middle of making a top 5 seal clubbing or top 5 seal clubbing tanks that are sort of no more, or top 5 tanks that were once seal clubbers, something like that. I am in the middle of making that, and this is in there at probably that it's going to be the top 1. It's going to be number 1. So look out for that within the next couple of weeks. That will be coming. But I mean, Wargaming changed the tank. They nerfed it a few years ago. Haven't really touched it since. No one really plays it no more. They took it out of the tech tree. They made it a collectible, and now they are giving it to you guys if you purchase the battle pass. $5. You can get this tank. You can also get the Tiger tank, and you can also get the tanks that not the tanks. You can also get the other rewards that come in the battle pass. So pretty good deal if you ask me. As I look at that, can't even pen that guy. But back in the day, you didn't care if you couldn't pen him frontally, because this thing was so fast. They nerfed its mobility. They nerfed its penetration. They nerfed everything about the tank. So you didn't care if you couldn't pen the front, because you would just use the speed of the tank, the 5 shells or whatever it was, and get around the tank. And when there's 2 of you in a platoon, that BDR would have been no more. That BDR, we would have rushed that BDR, and my magazine and my friend's magazine would have been enough to clear a tank. That's how broken this tank was back in the day. So I have been playing it just a couple of games just to make the footage, and I haven't been having fun in the tank. I mean, the next battle is more fun than this one. It went so bad. No, this is the battle, sorry. This one was okay. It was the first game that was kind of meh. Coming up against tier 5 now, you do struggle a lot. You do have to shoot a lot of APCR. But, I mean, you're getting a free tank. If you buy the battle pass and you haven't got this tank, it's a tank to have in your collection for sure. If you didn't have the tank when it was in the tech tree, I sold mine. As soon as it became a collector, I sold mine, because I thought, I'm never going to play it again. It's not worth it, and I want to remember it how it used to be how it once was. Now, I've seen this tank as well at Tank Fest, and it's a cute tank. It really is a cute tank. And it's a cute tank in the game. It really is a cute tank. And it used to be cute and deadly back in the day. But not so more. Not so more now. Now it is just an average tier 4 collectible. I mean, look at this. We're struggling to get our tracks around. It didn't used to be like that. It did not used to be like that at all. But it is what it is. It was a broken tank. It was a fun tank to play. It made me the player I am today, actually. It made me enjoy the game back then. But now, it's a free tank. I mean, you can't really enjoy it, but why not have it in your garage anyway? Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.